What's up, everybody? It's Devin. I have another trade breakdown. If you have watched one of my more recent videos, I traded a 1986 Fleer MJ rookie that was graded a BGS 9 with 9.5 centering for like 300 plus cards. I broke down the trade, everything that I did. A lot of people liked watching the video. There was a lot of people that said it was crazy for me to trade the Fleer MJ rookie. And that you should keep that and not get the stuff that I get. So I thought it'd be fun to showcase another trade that I did similar to that. And this time I did a Tom Brady rookie card. I will show you a picture of the card on the screen right now. It was a 2000 Bowman Chrome Tom Brady rookie, graded a BGS 9.5 as a true gem. So all four subgrades were 9.5s. I went to a card show in Ohio last weekend, and I had it there with me. I originally bought the Tom Brady 3 months ago at a local show in Michigan. Guy walked up, I bought it at the table. The case was fairly beat up, scratched, smudges, so I got it recased by Beckett. Cost me about $100 between insurance, shipping, and reslabbing it. But it looked a lot better with the being a true gem to have a nice, clean Beckett slab on it. At the time that I bought it, I valued it at $2,900. So when I went to the show, I priced it at $3,200 was my sticker. Typically more expensive cars like that, I like to price a tick above what I think it's worth. People are going to negotiate anyways. It helps get you closer to your number. So I had a $3,200 sticker on it. Somebody walked up, said they were interested in trading for it at the table that I was set up at. And we started working out a larger trade that I was breaking down into smaller pieces, and he was going to take away a big Brady card. So I'm going to break down and show you everything that I got in trade, what I valued, kind of what I was thinking throughout the trade, and kind of just break it all down for you guys. See if you guys like this trade better than the MJ trade. Like I said, I got a lot of people that said I was crazy for trading the MJ. We'll see if you guys think I did good or bad in this trade. I think I did good. We'll see, though. So like I said, I had $3,200 sticker on the Brady. I told the guy if it was going to be all trade, which is what he did, I needed $3,200 in value. I had no flexibility in that. If he was willing to put in cash, I was willing to come in below that $3,200 for total value. But he was not willing. He wanted to do all trades, so we stuck at the 32. And what I did is he had a nice case full of slabs, so I went through and I picked out the ones that I know I've had good success with: names, sets, grades, all that good stuff. So priced out a bunch of this stuff. I wrote down the market value, and then we added it all up. These slabs right here, there's 12 slabs, came to a total of $2,620 in market value. Now, because he agreed to $3,200 in trade, and that was slightly above what I thought it was worth at the $2,900 that I originally purchased it at, I was willing to take this stuff in full trade value. So if a card was valued at $200, let's say market value, I gave him $200 in trade towards the $3,200. So I will go through now and talk about these 12 slabs. Unfortunately, by the time I got to make this video, one card from here, which was the second most valuable, is a Mickey Mantle. I actually did a second trade in the meantime with a local collector, stopped by, gave me a small collection, and I traded all this stuff for one of the Mickey Mantle cards. So I'll break that down in a completely different video and kind of showcase what that Mantle turned into. But for right now, I'll just break all this stuff down. And I will tell you and have a picture of the Mantle to show you what I valued that as also. So first up, we got a 1958 Topps Mickey Mantle All-Star as an SGC 3.5. Centering was pretty decent on this copy. I thought it looked nice for an SGC 3.5. We gave it a value of $140. And also at the bottom of the screen, I'll put what I valued this card at and then what our total value is next to it. So you can kind of see what the total is as we go through. The next card, I'll put a picture of it, was the Mantle. It was a 1957 Topps Mickey Mantle PSA 3. It was very, very nice centering for a PSA 3, which is a low grade. So because of that, we gave it a market value of $530, which is definitely on the high side for PSA 3s for the 57 Mantle. But that is one of the reasons why the local gentleman who traded for it liked it because it looked very nice for a PSA 3. So that was $530 for the mantle. Next up, a 2013 Prism Giannis Antetokounmpo rookie, just a base, graded a PSA 10. This Giannis rookie, we gave a value of $550. Another Mickey Mantle, this time graded from SGC, a 1960 Topps Mickey Mantle, SGC 2.5. Also pretty decent centering here on this copy. As you can see, I tried to pick out vintage that, even if it was lower grade and it was graded, I like it when it's centered. It just seems to move better. People like it more. It can gain and garner a premium. So on this SGC 2.5 Mantle, we had a market value of $300. And while I was going through this stuff, I would pick out like 4 or 5 slabs. I would price them out, and I would show him what I believed the market value was, and he told me either he was good or he wasn't good with them. There was one card that he ended up holding back that I pulled out. It was an 86 Fleer sticker MJ, graded I think a PSA 6. I had market value down at 600. He had a 650 sticker on his slab, and he just wanted to really keep that MJ specifically. So he pulled that out, which is completely okay. Just kind of went through and valued a bunch of stuff, and this is what he was okay giving up for the Brady. Next up was an MJ 1987 Fleer sticker, graded a PSA 6. Looks pretty nice for a PSA 6. This MJ we valued at $75. I think that was one of the lower ones as far as value. 97 Topps Rockstars Michael Jordan. This is a die cut PSA 7. This MJ we gave a value of $180. A Luka rookie. The Mavericks are very hot right now. Luka's playing stellar. 2018 Chronicles Luka Doncic Obsidian rookie, graded a PSA 10. This is a little bit of a thicker card. I want to say it's like a 55-point card. This Luka we gave a value of $200. Next up was a 1965 Topps Pete Rose, graded a PSA 6. This Pete Rose we gave a value of $220. I want to say this is a third-year Pete Rose. 63 was his rookie, so an earlier year Pete Rose. Barry Sanders, can never go wrong with his rookie stuff. 1989 Score Barry Sanders rookie, graded a PSA 9. This Barry I gave $115 in value. Ricky Henderson rookie from 1980 Topps, graded a PSA 6. Definitely can tell it's off-centered left to right there. This Ricky we gave $70 in value, and this was the cheapest slab out of the bunch. 1968 Topps Reds rookies Johnny Bench and Ron Tompkins, graded a PSA 3. This 68 card we gave a value of $130. And then the final slab that we put in trade towards the Brady, 1961 Topps AL Home Run Leaders, graded a PSA 6. This was valued at $110. So that was all 12 of the slabs broken down, so you can see what I valued them each at individually. If you were keeping track and you followed at the bottom of the screen, it was $2,620 was the total market value of those 12 slabs. And I told him that I wanted $3,200 in trade for the Brady. So that left us at a stalemate of $580 in value that was remaining. Like I said, I had told him that if he wanted to put in cash, we could do lower number in cash, total cash trade value than the $3,200, but he was not willing to put any cash. He wanted just straight cards for cards. And so then we brought this back out, which this is a near complete set of 1986 Fleer basketball. It's missing 2 cards, missing the MJ rookie card number 57, which that's okay. And then it was missing also card number 21, which is Adrian Dantley. To my knowledge, when we were talking about this set, he said that the MJ was the only one missing. I had quickly thumbed through it. It was my fault. I didn't count all the cards, but Dantley was missing. So it ended up being 130 cards out of the 132 cards that are in the set. So it was missing 2. I thought it was 131, and we were just missing the MJ, but that was my fault when I originally was making this trade, that I didn't count everything out. But originally, before we were even talking about all these slabs and we were pricing them out, he wanted to put this towards the Brady and trade, and I said I was a little uncomfortable with that. I don't have a ton of experience with raw 86 Fleer sets. If it's a low grade, mid grade, high grade, I can kind of guess a little bit, but as far as the values go, I feel like I was kind of guessing on what I think it would be valued. He said he thought it was anywhere between $1,200 to $1,800, because some of the bigger names looked decent. Obviously the MJ was not in there, but once we got done with the slabs and we were at 2620, he was like, I just want to close out the trade. I want to make it happen. Would you take the Fleer near complete set to conclude the rest of the trade? Which, if you were following the numbers that I just talked about, that was valuing this near complete set at $580, which at that point I felt safe taking a gamble on, because 580 divided by 130 cards, that means I was into each card for roughly $4.50 in value. Now I'm into them actual price-wise cheaper, because I was into the Brady cheaper than 3,200. That's just what I got in trade value. So I thought at $4.50 trade value per card, raw card, in the 86 Fleer near complete set, I would have a chance to do something with it. I also was into the Brady for a very good price, so my gut and thought process while I was doing this is I'll be able to sell all of these slabs, all 12, especially now that I traded the mantle. That'll definitely help the scenario. Sell all of these and what I traded for the 157 mantle. I should be able to get my cost of the Brady back and start to profit from the Brady a little bit. And hopefully that'll mean I'm into this 86 Fleer basketball near complete set for $0. So that way I can truly slow play this. I can piece it out individually one by one. I'm not rushed to try and get, my cost of the Brady back. I'll do that with the slabs, and then I'll slow play this 86 Fleer set. So that's kind of what my process and my thought was when I was at the card show looking at this set. Now, the one thing that me and my buddy Mikey, who was at the show with me, we were a little concerned. I don't know how to spot fakes for 86 Fleer basketball. Obviously, I've had a little bit of knowledge and people telling me how to spot a fake for the MJ rookie. Things that can happen like with the arrow, or on the back with the MJ, the dot in between the scoring average, things like that. But I didn't know if this set was faked or not, so that was one reason that I was a little hesitant on it. So that's why I'm taking a gamble. Like I said, I'm going to be into it for $0. So if it is fake, it'll help me learn. It'll be a really good lesson for me. But if not, and they are real, there's some key players in here that are decent condition. So I'll go through and kind of showcase to you. The Kareem at the top, card number 1, looked okay. I would say mid-grade. Centering was okay. There was a dot there, and it looked okay on the back. And then you got the main one was Charles Barkley. I knew this one was poor condition. There was a crease all the way through the waistline, edge to edge on the card, obviously graded by PSA. I'm assuming it would be a PSA 1 since the crease is corner to corner basically. So he obviously isn't in a great condition. And then you got Larry Bird, was fairly off-centered. I'd say mid to low grade. Who else do we have? And like I said, this is going to be a really good learning lesson for me with an 86 Fleer set. I haven't had a ton of knowledge with raw copies, so it'd be a good learning lesson for me to see how they could sell, who sells well. This was one that we thought was really well conditioned. The Clyde Drexler centering looked really nice. It looked really sharp. Corners and edges looked nice. I got to look at the surface a little more in depth. But I know it's like a PSA 8. The Clyde does like $80, $90. As a PSA 9, it does closer to like $150. If I were to get any of these to PSA 10, obviously that'd be a really big come up. I'm not expecting any of that to happen. Joe Dumars looked decent. Dr. J looked okay. Centering was off. Whitening, I'd probably say mid-grade there. Patrick Ewing, same thing. Centering off, mid-grade. So I'll be very excited. I I did this trade because it'll let me slow play this and let me truly try to maximize some profit on the Brady. I think that's one thing that I've been trying to do as much as I can when I do trades is get my money back from what I paid as quick as I can. And then if I want to slow roll some stuff, like the Magic looked pretty nice, centering wise, and the back looked pretty good too, corners, edges. So I'm going to slow play this, have these priced individually as shows, whichever ones I'm not going to grade. I'm going to go through and really, really dive down and dive deep into evaluating every single one of these raw cards. Karl Malone looked okay. And see what can grade and see what can't. I mean, even some of these, even if I don't think they have a chance to 9 or 10, some of these are still going to be, you know, value increase if I can get a 7 or 8. So I'd say overall, I thought this set was like mid-grade, around like the 5-6 range. Akeem was okay. I thought they looked pretty decent. There wasn't anything. It definitely wasn't a beat up set. That was the other reason why I was kind of hesitant about it, is I thought it looked pretty decent, and for him to give it up at 580 trade value, I thought was on the lower end. So I don't know if he just got into it for a really good price, or if it is a fake set. Like I said, I'm being completely transparent there. I'll have to learn, and I'll find out, and I'll keep you guys updated. Isaiah Thomas, he was mid-grade. And then I think that was kind of it. A couple here at the back that were decent. Spud Webb looked good. Dominique looked good, which was a nice one. I thought centering was pretty good for Dominique. Edges and corners looked decent, so got to look at surface for him. And then let's see what else. The back two, you got James Worthy. He was okay. And then the checklist I thought was probably mid to low grade. Front centering was but then there was definitely some discoloration there on the back. So that was everything. So like I said, I basically traded into the near complete set for $580, $450 per card value. I'm really going to slow play these. And then when I get the opportunity to do what I did, it really makes the potential for profit on the Brady to skyrocket. Not only that set and be able to grade some of those for some potential high grades, but like I said, I traded the Mickey Mantle for all of these to a local collector who wanted to just kind of trade up into something big that they could stash. So I'll go over this in a complete another video, so you can kind of see what I did there and the values broken down. But I thought it'd be fun to show you guys another trade that I did. I like to do trades like this. A lot of people don't, because then you trade out of a Brady rookie card that people argue is a grail card. It's one of his, I think it's his best base rookie card, and then obviously you have the autographs of Brady that are rookies. But to trade out of that, and now I'm kind of taking a gamble on value with the 86 Fleer set and the individual. But as you can tell, I very much picked out in the slabs cards that I think are going to maintain values. Vintage, graded will always maintain its value. Ricky Henderson rookie, Barry Sanders, Pete Rose third year, Luka rookie, could be arguably him and Giannis are the two that are like the biggest gambles. MJ 90 stuff I'll always take graded, and then Mantle you can never go wrong with ×2, and then I traded the third one. So as you can see, I was pretty safe with the slabs that I traded into the Brady. It's not like I was taking random football quarterbacks that haven't had a chance to prove themselves. It was stuff that I thought could maintain value pretty good. So that was everything I traded. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching that, breaking down the trade that I did. Like I said, it was a $3,200 trade. I'm very curious to see what comes out of it. The Fleer near complete set is something I'm very excited about. I was looking at a PSA 9 set that I was looking to make an offer on. It was a complete set of PSA 9s with the MJ, and I just fell short of what the guy wanted. So it was kind of fun to pick this up in a much lower scale and gain some more knowledge that way. So thank you for watching. It was kind of a longer video. Stay tuned. Like I said, I'll make another one with the Mantle trade so you guys can see what that turned into, and what the Brady could eventually turn into all in. So thank you for watching. Everybody have a great day, and don't forget to smile. Later, guys.